Welcome to New Sky TV videos. Today I would like to introduce to you gentle stories about love and sweet moments of famous people. Short drama goddess Yiying and Wang are full of sparks, and the new drama has set the whole audience on fire as soon as it started filming. The short drama circle is exploding again. Suit thug Wang teamed up with post-00 sweet girls Yiying. The new drama starring the two has just started filming, and amazing sparks have been created on the set. One is a top student of the Central Academy of Drama, with a cool temperament but explosive power. The other is a new sweet girl who has become famous by counterattacking, full of energy but sophisticated acting skills. The two acted against each other on the set for the first time. Wang Yilei's tear-mole murderous eyes just got in place, and Yiying threw out a lollipop with her backhand, instantly dissolving the sense of oppression. This move is sweet but not greasy, and the director exclaimed on the spot, "This is not acting ambiguous, it's the air that is self-igniting." What is even more shocking is that Wang Yilei has made 3 dramas in a month, and this efficiency is simply beyond the limit of the industry. The average short drama takes 15 days to shoot a film, but he builds a skyscraper in 3 days. Netizens joked, Wang Yilei is simply a prolific god of war in the short drama world. After partnering with Yiying, the two are highly matched in terms of aura and appearance, and fans have started to buy Tang Lei CP. This pair is not only a strong combination, but also a new force that cannot be ignored in the short drama circle. Will their chemical reaction completely detonate the summer season next? It's worth looking forward to. On this side, the tough guy with overflowing hormones is charging forward, and on the other side, the gentle and meticulous sweet girl is silently protecting the scene, and the atmosphere of the crew is quietly ignited between them. The director muttered while watching the playback, "This pair is like a collision of ice and fire." At 2:30 in the afternoon, the confrontation scene officially started. Wang Yilei stood in the rain with his whole body soaked, his eyes as sharp as a blade, whilst Yiying had a cold face and slyly curled lips, changing her usual sweetness and instantly transformed into a chilling snake and scorpion character. The two of them exchanged glances in the camera, and the pressure was so overwhelming that even the photographer forgot to press the stop button. Cut. The director finally called for a stop, but no one dared to speak. The staff looked at each other, and felt that the last few minutes were as real as suffocation. Even the dubbing teacher couldn't help but sigh. This kind of atmosphere can be explosive without post-production music. And just a few hours later, the topic became a hot search. The short play was not broadcast, but the topic became popular. A summer bomb combination has quietly arrived. Netizens jokingly called Yiying the chameleon in the short play world, who can switch channels in a second, jump from first love face to cold face crazy, and go straight from girlish ceiling to villain heroine benchmark. The fundamental reason why she can match all kinds of male protagonists is not her face or height, but the immersiveness of role entry. It is said that once when she was filming Silence on a Snowy Night, she played a socially phobic painter who was being stalked. After filming a scene of collapse in a corner, the staff could not find her and thought she had left. As a result, she was curled up in a corner of the prop room and trembling silently. Her makeup was smudged but she had not come out of the play. The director froze on the spot. This is the most precious aura of an actor. Some fans even joked, she is not playing a role, but letting the role live again in her body temporarily. Playing a sweet girl can attract the whole network, playing a crazy person makes the audience doubt life, and playing a sister-brother relationship can even become a national point. Now she is working with Wang Yilei. 2 actors with different magnetic fields face off for the first time. The suit thug meets the sweet war god, and the sparks are ignited before they are broadcast. If Yiying is a kaleidoscope, then this time, she will use a new form to ignite the entire summer screen. Wang Yilei never plays a broken feeling, he only allows himself to carry the broken and move forward. In his eyes, emotions are not posed, but are forced out inch by inch with the body and nerves. He refuses to accept scripts that cry just enough and does not act out a breakdown in which you only shout but don't explode. He said, "The audience can't see your blood vessels, but they can feel if you have cramps." This sense of belief also continues in the new play with Yiying. In a dispute scene on a rainy night, Wang Yilei knelt on the mud with his whole body wet, and kowtowed 3 times before shouting, "You go." After the filming, he sat motionless, his teeth were clenched white, and Yiying didn't say anything, but just stuffed a bottle of warm water into his hand. No one spoke, but it was more heartfelt than 1,000 lines of dialogue. Someone asked her if she was tired of cooperating with this crazy performance, and she smiled and said, "Tired? but enjoyable. He throws the ball to you with all his strength, and you can't catch it perfunctorily. It was this kind of high-pressure play that made the two quickly become trust partners on the crew. One burns himself, the other ignites the whole audience. Wang Yilei's stubbornness meets Zhai Yiying's inspiration, and this collaboration is destined to be more than just sparks. It may be the most violent emotional storm in the short drama circle this summer. Wang Yilei has been challenging the limits between respectability and brokenness. His characters are always dressed neatly, like a president who walked into the wrong set, but he always plays the play into the audience's bones at the most embarrassing moment. When filming the street explosion scene in Trading Game, he would rather stand in front of the fire point himself than use a stand-in. As a result, sparks flew and burned through the custom woolen cloth on his shoulder. The stylist's eyes were red on the spot. "That's a limited edition of 30,000 yuan. He said without looking back, "Now it's limited burn." As he said, he rubbed the charred cloth into a rose and inserted it into the chest of his suit. The camera froze that moment, which became the sole picture of the whole show. Fans say that he is crazy and romantic, but in fact it is more like crazy and precise. Just like the diamond nailed on the brow bone, it is both a visual symbol and a provocation to fate. He never believed in Tear Mole and Lonely Star, but only believed in his own ruthlessness and obsession. So when Zhang Hansheng was bleeding and pulling the gun while saying that sentence, "The perfect suit is armor, and the wrinkles are the evidence of life," everyone was silent. That was not the character's line, but the life creed that Wang Yilei had written into his bones. This is not just the birth of a suit thug, but a madman who acts with his life and is on the road to turning fiction into reality. The director was originally troubled by the two overly enthusiastic leading actors who frequently changed the script, so he simply tore off the last 10 pages of the script and threw them to them. "Write whatever you want to play." As a result, 3 days later, he received an outline of an ending with two intertwined lines and psychological counterattacks. The art team was silent after reading the whole thing, and then volunteered to work overtime to change the scenery overnight. Some people say that they don't seem to be filming, but more like having an intellectual love affair. One is the king of criminal law files, with a memory palace full of criminal psychological portraits. The other is a detail madman, and even the breathing frequency can be written into the character card. Every scene on the set is a game. Whoever can guess the other's next step first can master the rhythm. The tacit understanding between them is not read out by lines, but honed in impromptu fights. During lunch break, other actors were putting on makeup and taking a rest, and the two of them were in a corner comparing old scripts, drinking coffee and simulating the endings of different characters. Someone secretly filmed this scene and uploaded it to the internet, and the comment section immediately went wild. "This is not a skit at all, it's a real-life performance of Ace versus Ace." The most accurate comment from netizens was, "Zhai Yiying turned her life's criminal record into the texture of the character. Wang Yilei turned the actor's madness into the audience's addiction." You never know whether their next move is acted out or lived out. The new products developed by the owner of a Hongdian milk tea shop are selling like hotcakes. The suit thug is espresso mixed with her guo, with frosted sugar on the wall of the cup. The sweet girl assassin is peach milk cap sprinkled with popping candy, with a butterfly knife inserted into the straw for decoration. Star-chasing girls are fighting for the co-branded cup sets, but they don't know what the prototype characters drink on the set. Wang Yilei's thermos cup is filled with sterculiate lichnophora, and Zhai Yiying's mug is printed with the words "Going Ashore," with half a cup of coffee grounds at the bottom of the cup. The sweet girl's refreshing weapon after 2000, which is 3 points stronger than his or guo. One night scene was filmed until 3 in the morning, and Wang Yilei blocked Zhai Yiying in the telephone booth on Minguo Street to rehearse the lines. She was so sleepy that she kept knocking her head against the glass. He suddenly shouted with a line from A Spring Night with a Bright Moon, if you continue to sleep, you will lose credits." She immediately changed into a sneering expression in the play, "Lawyer Zhang, you are more familiar with how many years of imprisonment for sexual harassment than I am." Later, this impromptu performance was secretly filmed by the director, and the number of views of the behind-the-scenes footage soared to 4.8 million. The stage manager wrote on the back of the notice, "It is recommended that the next play be renamed The War of the Academic Hero and the Counterattack." The plot is ready-made,